Hi there, welcome to my channel where we make economics, finance, banks and investments easy to understand for all. If you want to simple tips to manage your money and grow your wealth, you're in the right place. Subscribe now and click the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. And let's get started. Government in Russia moves to rescue Gazprom, but others in Russia will pay. The Russian government is planning to give tax breaks to Gazprom, according to Reuters. One idea is to cut the mineral extraction tax, which normally brings in about 2 trillion rubles a year. This decision follows a personal request from Gazprom's CEO Alexei Miller during the 2025 St. Petersburg Economic Forum. But here's the catch. To cover Gazprom's tax cuts, the governments may raise taxes on the gas companies like Novatek and Rosneft, so others in Russia will pay to save Gazprom. What's wrong with Gazprom? In 2023, the company had its first loss in 25 years, nearly $7 billion. It's lost most of its European market, has 60 billion cubic meters of unused gas in stores. In 2024, Gazprom made a $14 billion profit, but still paid no dividends in Russians. Miller asks, Kremlin agrees. As the forum, Miller convinces that Gazprom is in crisis and needs help. Sources said approved major tax relief and promised to watch the situation closely. He also warned there could be leadership change at Gazprom if things don't improve. How did the market react? Gazprom's stock price rose by 2% after the news, but the real question is who is paying for this? Who is really covering the cost? This isn't the first time. The government also rescued Segeja Group, a losing-making timber company, through a closed share sale bought by state-owned banks like Sberbank and VTB. Meanwhile, top officials are sounding the alarm. Sberbank in Russia, CEO Grev, this is a perfect storm, as he said. Kostin said companies take out loans just to pay old debt. Business union head Shokhin, many are close to default. Gazprom is being rescued quietly with big support and at others' expense. And this shows one thing clearly. In today's Russia, state giants will not be allowed to fall no matter the cost. And the cost, it's coming from the rest of the economy of Russia. And in Russia, utility prices increased from July 1, up to 40% in some regions. Starting July 1st, 2025, utility prices, housing and communal services in Russia went up. The average increase across the country is between 8% and 21%, but in some cities the jump is close to 40%, making this one of the sharpest hikes in recent years. Where did prices rise the most? In Izhevsk, 38%. In Omsk, 39%. In Moscow, it's 15%. In St. Petersburg, it's 15%. In 2024, the average rise was 10%, and in 2023, 8%, and this year it's 11% on average. What else got more expensive? Electricity to 22%, heating gas 22%, household gas 8%. Why are prices rising? The government said that it needed to modernize the country's utilities systems. The increases match the 2024 inflation forecast. Also, in some cities, local rules allow higher increases than federal limits. What does it mean for people in Russia? Family expense will rise sharply, especially in regions with the biggest increases. If utility bills are over 22% of your total family income, you may be eligible for a government subsidy. This applies to pensioners, low-income families, families with many children, and people with disabilities. Higher utility costs will also affect businesses, which may lead to higher prices for goods and services. And market collapse. Farm equipment sales plummet in Russia. Russia is seeing a record drop in farm equipment sales. According to journal, the market fell by 33% in 1 year. Imported equipment dropped 40%, while domestic machinery sales fell up by 32%. Why are farmers not buying machines? Central bank interest rate is 21%. Loans with 25-30% interest are too expensive for farmers. Leasing is almost unavailable. Conditions are too hard for small and medium farms. Agriculture is less profitable, so farmers don't have spare money. Government support is falling. Many farmers can't get subsidies. Factories cutting jobs and shutting down. Big manufacturers like Rotselmash and Kirov plant are in survival mode. Cutting staff, switching to shorter work weeks, sending workers in unpaid leave, stopping production lines. One plant in Rostov region and shut down until the end of 2025. Problems with subsidies. The 12 billion ruble state program to support farm equipment is under investigation. Insiders say more of the money went to middlemen linked to big agro companies like Miratorg and Rosagra. Regions like Tatarstan and Krasnodar are being checked after complaints about unfair distribution. The suspected damage is up to 2 billion rubles. The crisis comes before the 2026 elections. Authorities are tightening control over agriculture, a key money source in many regions. In Voronezh in Russia, the head of the local agriculture office was replaced, possibly awarding to other governors. Farmers are stuck with old machines and unable to buy new ones in Russia. This could hurt the 2026 harvest. The agriculture sector may slow down and become a new source of local tension. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you enjoyed this video, give it thumbs up and share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe.